Good afternoon, everybody. It's Jeff from Rust Bucket Valley Garage. I'd like to talk to you a little bit when you're working on a handicap van, some of the special systems that are on these vans for the comfort of the passengers. And one of them is air conditioning. In addition to having like triple the wiring that a traditional van has, the owner has taken the dashboard apart and is in the process of eliminating a lot of the extra wiring that was used for the liftgate and various systems that are in the rear of the van. So you will see back here, it's in the process of gutting it, and there was an air conditioner on the roof. They've removed that and just put a fan in. Back here in the back corner in particular, there was another air conditioning unit that was teed off of the regular air conditioning unit for the driver and the front passenger. So when they ran the air conditioning at all, it would take and circulate Freon through both units. So they wanted the unit that was in the back here removed. So obviously there was a control mechanism and everything for that. So that has been eliminated. The air conditioning unit in the back also provides heat, so there's water that goes through there. So underneath the van on the driver's side, we found where the hot water from the cooling system for the engine came back, and we just turned that off right there. We put a loop in it and looped it back into the system, and then refilled the cooling system, and everything was fine. The air conditioning, however, was a separate thing. We found out that the system was fully charged, so we had to take and discharge the system. So we did that. We removed all the lines and everything that go, under the floorboards, all the way up here, and then up onto the engine, which is up in here. The one line here that it's actually right here. This is on the back of the compressor, and this is a steel fitting. So we had to take and cut this off because we couldn't find a plug for this. So what we did is we took the steel fitting off, took it back in the workshop. We took all of the metal gaskets out of it and the rubber gaskets out of it, because when you heat them up, they are going to cook. So we went ahead and we welded that shut, and then getting that off and getting that back on was not the easiest thing I've ever done. As you can see, the air conditioning compressor is very well hidden. So there is, underneath here, down in this area, there's a bolt that holds a block of aluminum that has 3 lines on it. So there's one 15mm bolt that goes through there. We took that off, busted that connection loose. We removed the air box all the way up to where the intake is. All this came out, and then we could actually take that piece off of the compressor, and we can bring it out in this area where we can get a couple of wrenches on it, and because there wasn't going to be any wrenching action, where it is hiding under there. So we went ahead and we got that piece out. We put it over here, put a couple of wrenches on it, and we got that off. And then we took it back in the workshop, welded it up, and put all new seals in it, and then we put that back on. That is the high pressure line. The low pressure line lives over here and it is teed off of this connection right here. Okay, the other part of the line is right here. So this is aluminum line. So we cut this off right here, and then we took this and we took this fitting right here off, and it goes up, and you can see what we did here is we actually threaded it, and we put 2 fittings on there, and one had threads on the inside of it, and then we put a cap on it and welded that shut. And then so then what we did is we got the ports for the air conditioner. So one of them is right here, the other one is right here. Just screw the caps off. Okay, because the fill ports are there. This cap's got to be on there, keeps the dirt out of the valves and everything. Your Schrader valves will last a lot longer. You don't want to be putting dirt into the system. Makes it very unhappy. Then you have to change the filter, and you have to change the receiver dryer and everything when you get dirt in there. So what we did is we hooked a manifold setup for air conditioning up to that. We hooked up the vacuum pump, and we completely evacuated the system, and we left it on there for 2.5 hours, and it did hold vacuum for 2.5 hours. So we thought we were in pretty good shape. So after we went ahead and did that, we relieved the vacuum off the system, and then we went ahead and refilled it with Freon, and now we're blowing ice cubes out of the vents inside. So that was pretty rewarding. We did that yesterday. Getting these extra pieces for the rear capped off and everything, again, was not the easiest thing we've ever done, but we got it done. Okay, so we're still working on the steering box. We'll have that back in a couple hours here, but just want to take and tell you about the air conditioning and how that went. But yeah, that we're awful glad that they can get the customer air conditioning back working. Here in Los Angeles today, it's 90. They live far away from here, and they decide to come to Rust Bucket Garage to take and give them a hand with their vehicles. We really appreciate them as a customer. They are absolutely wonderful. So I hope I let you know, a couple of things that we're up with. And please subscribe, hit the notification button if you want to know what we get into next time. Okay? Thank you so much for stopping by. Appreciate all the likes. Appreciate the comments. Right? See you next time.